Hello everyone, this is your friend and partner Namdi Emmanuel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to share some value with you. And today I'm going to be talking to you about 4 basic secrets that's going to take your trading level to another level. Please, I'd like you to get a pen and paper. I'd like you to write down while I share the secrets with you. One, I'd like you to understand this. Nothing is guaranteed on the Forex market. And I want to write it down. Nothing is guaranteed on the Forex market. Very key. Very, very key. Nothing at all. So if you understand this, you want to take down number 2. Number 2 says, do not risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade. Now understand the first one. Nothing is guaranteed. It's all about probabilities. It's all about possibilities. Nothing is guaranteed. Don't let any guru out there deceive you. Nobody can get it all right. So there are going to be losses. So you want to risk 2% of your account. Do not risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade. Remember what the Holy Book says? He who breaks the hedge, the serpent will bite. The hedge are rules, principles, regulations that will keep you safe. If you flaunt them, if you're not disciplined enough to stay within the rules, trust me, you're gonna get burnt badly. But if you stay within the rules, you have no business with the serpent that is outside the walls. So rule number 2, do not risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade. If you have 100,000 naira as your capital right now, then you want to understand that you are trading every trade with a risk of 2,000. So that if you lose 2,000, you're not going to kill yourself. If you lose another trade, you won't still die. Yet another, you will not die. In fact, if you lose 5 straight trades, you have the head to think again. You understand that? That's the second. Very, very key. Number 3 is have a healthy risk to reward ratio. This is amazing. This is phenomenal. This is where the magic is. In a healthy risk to reward ratio. Let me explain that. If you're risking 2%, you want to make sure that your profit is 12%. You must have a risk to reward ratio that is at least 1:6. That should be the least risk to reward ratio you are taking. I want to believe that if you want to buy goods right now, the local goods, you don't want to buy a goods of 100,000 that you would sell 105,000. You want to buy a good that is 100,000 that you want to sell 140, 150, so that you can make good profits, right? So whenever you want to take a trade, you must calculate the return on investment. We call it risk to reward. So if you are risking 2%, your profit must be 12%. What does that do for you? It gives you an edge over the market. It gives you an edge over the market makers. How? You can have a 30% accuracy and you're going to be in good money. Let me explain that. You take 10 trades. Take 10 trades by the end of the month. You took 10 trades by the end of the month and then you lost 7 of them. You won just 3. 30% accuracy. 70 loss, 31. You lost 2% per trade. You lost 7 trades. 2 times 7 gives you 14. You won 3 trades. 3 times 12 gives you what? 36. 36 minus 14 gives you a net profit or loss of 22%. Mind blowing. Even at 30% accuracy, you made 22% profit. Crazy. Now, number 4 is this. You must have a realistic target. Very, very key. What is a realistic target? You must have at the back of your mind that the Forex market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Forex would make you rich eventually. It would not make you rich immediately. You need to understand this. So grow at a slow rate. Anybody who is doing 15 to 30% return on investment every single month is doing well. You can pick up 100,000 naira and you can flip it to 800,000 in just 1 year, just by doing 20% return on investment every single month. That is the fourth. You must want to make sure you have a healthy risk to reward ratio. Lastly, the fifth is this. You want to pick up one thing and do it over and over again. The philosopher said something very key. He said, nothing is new under the sun. If you show me a successful person today in any field of life, not just forex, any field of life, I will show you a man who has an understanding for patterns. What do you mean by patterns? Patterns is the ability to follow a recurring session, something that happens over and over again. The ability to understand the past gives you the ability to a 70% accuracy prediction of the future. Let me explain that. If you meet up with the farmer today, why the farmer decides to plant his maize by May, June is because last year by May, June it rained. Last 2 years by May, June it rained. Last 3 years by May, June it rained. So this year it's about May, June. It has not rained already, but the farmer is in anticipation of the rain. He plants his crops. Now he could plant the crops and eventually the rain falls and he makes good harvest. Patterns. Why is the physician successful? The surgeon, why is he successful? Why is he able to tell you, don't worry, by God's grace, the operation is going to go fine and you'll be fine? What gives him the confidence? Because he has done it over and over again. Your operation is not the first one he is doing. He has done it over and over again. Nothing is new under the sun. Whatever you want to do, somebody have done it. Patterns is key. The money is in the patterns. You want to pick up one pattern. You want to pick up one strategy. Stop jumping from one strategy to another. Look for a profitable strategy and stick with it. Do it repeatedly, over and over again. Now, in so doing, are there going to be losses? Hell yes, there will be losses. But at the end of the day, having a healthy risk to reward ratio, you're going to be making yourself anything above 20% return on investment every single month. Let me give you the final point. This is a bonus. This last one is a bonus. Stick with the higher time frame. Do not trade anything less than 4 hours. Personally, I don't even trade 4 hours. I stick with the daily time frame. Why? The daily time frame give you a longistic view of the market. You can see the market. You can really understand what is happening on the market. Think about it for a minute. Two things happen on the market. It's either buying or selling. Why then do we lose? Now, when you look at the higher time frame, you can see from the daily bias to know what exactly is happening. Then you go down to the lower time frame to take a position. Very, very key. If you can put these things into practice, trust me, your trading journey will take a shape for the better. Remember the keys. 1, understand that nothing is guaranteed on the forex market. You are not God. It's all about probabilities. Number 2, understand that as a matter of principle, you do not want to risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade. Why? He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Number 3, you want to make sure you have a healthy risk to reward ratio. If you are risking 2%, make sure that your profit target is 12%. Very, very key. Why did I say you need to do that? Because it will give you an edge. You would have 30% accuracy, which is supposed to be an F9, and you will still be making yourself 22% profit at the end of the month. How about when you have a 40% accuracy, a 50% accuracy, you're going to be making yourself mind-blowing money from the forex market every single month. Number 4 is you need to have a realistic expectation. Do not think like the broke. Do not think like the poor and the middle class. You need to think like the wealthy. Think long term. Think accumulation. Wealth is built. Wealth is grown. You want to understand that. The forex market will not make you rich immediately. It will make you rich eventually. And I said number 5 is you want to stick with the higher time frame. It is very, very key. Do not trade anything less than H4. Personally, I trade daily. I don't trade anything lower than the daily time frame. But for entering the market, you can go down to 30 minutes. It gives you a better entry into the market. Lastly, you want to do the same thing over and over again. Guys, the money is in the repetition. The repetition makes the billions. The billions is in doing the same thing over and over again. Guys, if you put the 6 tips into practice, your trading journey will change. I want you to put in your best email, put in your name and your best email, and let's meet on the inside. Let me show you a system, a tested and trusted system that can give you 30% return on investment every single month. Think about it for a minute. I'm going to be holding your hand. I'm going to be showing you a tested and trusted system that will give you at least, it could be more, but I don't want to hype the whole thing out of proportion. I don't promise a get rich quick, no, but I promise you a shortcut, a tested and trusted system that can give you 30% or more return on investment every single month. If you can make 30% or more, it means you can double any account in 3 months. Any amount of money. You pick up 100,000 naira and you make 30% the first month, you take it to 130,000. You make 30% the second month, you take it to 169 because your new capital is 130, no more 100. By the third month, your new capital is 169,000. If you make 30%, you'll be taking it to 211,000. So in just 3 months, you can take 100,000 naira to 200,000. In the same way, you can take 1 million to 2 million. In the same way, you can take 10 million to 20 million just by repeating the same process. 30% or more every single month. I am looking forward to seeing you on the inside where I will explain every bit of this information to you. Thank you and God bless you. Have a splendid day. This is your friend and partner, Nnamdi Emmanuel, signing.